particular archiving requirements are. So under both Sarbanes-Oxley and under HIPAA, you've got to retain versioned copies of all of your electronic data. In the case of HIPAA, it's EPHI, electronic patient health information, that is subject to the regulations. But our unlimited version history is, none of our competitors can touch it. They'll all truncate your version history after 30 days. And again, important point here is that that's at no cost to you or to your customers. SOS bears the cost of that. A couple of questions coming in, which is great. Okay, Terry Kinney asks, if someone discovers that they need an older file recovered, is that easy, even after it has been backed up several times since? So Terry, that's exactly the unlimited version history. If you look at the unlimited version history and you couple that with the screenshot above it, powerful recovery, you can see what an incredible combination these two tools are. Because there's an unlimited version history here, you can use the calendar module to go back to any point in time, even if that's 3 years ago, and recover your data as at that point in time. So recovering an earlier version is an extremely simple task. You simply pick the point in time that you want to recover as at, and then move through the recovery wizard. Some more questions here. Chuck Wheeler, how is it done? Do you rebuild the system, then connect and recover everything, including all Active Directory info? Chuck, if you can give me more context around that, I'd appreciate it. I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Mike Olson says, what about sharing apps for Androids? There are now more of them than iPhones. So Mike, BlackBerry and iPhones, what we've got our rich clients for, and we're working on speccing out an Android app. We do, however, have an Android web app, which is customized for Android and provides all the sharing and recovery functionality you need. So our Android web app, I think, does everything you're talking about right there. Justin Gatlin asks, a previous slide said that content would be accessible from any internet-enabled device. Here, there is an iPhone app. I know many of my clients use Windows Mobile or BlackBerry devices. How limited is mobile access? Great question, Justin. The iPhone and BlackBerry apps have been designed as client-side apps so that they can support backup functionality. The mobile web app supports all Windows Mobile devices, as well as Android devices and Motorola devices and HTC devices. So it works on more than 300 different smartphones and provides full recovery access, searching access, rich media streaming, viewing of all rich media in different document types, document content transformation, as well as full sharing. So the access and share components of that mobile app for Windows Mobile and for Android is fully functioning. I hope that answers the question there, Justin. Chris Wilson says, is your software smart in how it transmits data? In other words, if a user changes a small part of a huge file, will the whole file be resent or just the changed portion? Chris, definitely just the changed portion. So we pioneered the use of binary delta compression in the industry. And when we first started SOS, we were doing bit-level comparison of files on a day-by-day basis and just sending the bits that had changed. We now do it on a block level, but the daily incremental backup is tiny compared to the baseline backup. In fact, the daily backup across our system is less than 1% of the original baseline backup. Some more questions here. Cliff Plank asks, are the downloaded apps and backup programs white label, privately labeled with our brand and logo, or are they SOS branded products? Cliff, they're absolutely white labeled to your brand and logo, and we've already seen a couple of examples of those white label products, and we'll see some more in a few slides' time. Kevin Watkins asks, do you provide unlimited storage for potential clients, or is it storage allocated by cost price? Kevin, it's allocated by tiers, so a customer buys a 100 gig account or 200 gig account. Charles Basile says, is it compatible with Lotus Notes databases? Charles, yes it is. Mike Gary, with unlimited versioning, does that not cause the total space used to grow dramatically, which makes the price much higher? Mike, yes and no. It does make the total space used dramatically higher, but it doesn't impact cost because SOS provides that free of charge to you and to your customers. And it's one of the biggest differentiators of our technology platform. Ricky Wilson says, can you back up iPhones and BlackBerries? Ricky, yes we can with the latest iPhone and BlackBerry clients. Andre Delgado asks, what are client bandwidth requirements? Andre, we recommend cable connections for the best performance, but it'll work over most DSL connections as well. You just need to look at that upstream bandwidth that's being used on the DSL connection. Mike Olson, do you only have a purchase and resell partnership, or do you also have a commissionable referral program? Mike, we're putting together a referral program, but we don't have one in place today. But I know our president, Mike Bell, would love to talk to you about the referral program he's putting together. So if you call in and ask about that and mention that I suggested, you could provide some feedback for what we're doing on our referral program. Fred says the custom branded stuff looks great, but are there non-custom branded options? I can say I have selected a great solution for a customer, but that looks suspicious if it has my company name on it. Certainly, Fred, you can sell it as SOS if that's what you prefer to do. Chuck Wheeler, this is for rebuilding Microsoft servers and small business servers with Active Directory. So Chuck, we would recommend using the built-in SBS backup tool to back up the Active Directory nodes and then back that backup up off-site with our technology. That would be our recommended deployment pattern for SBS. And Chris Wilson, our last question for the moment, says, what sort of management tools do you provide for us to manage our users with? Terrific question, Chris. We're going to look at that in just a couple slides. So the last client-side technology piece I want to talk to is unlimited archiving. This is another really important point of the software. With archiving, our competitors take the following approach. If you're backing up a file to the cloud and you delete that file off the PC, they remove the file from the cloud on the basis that you no longer want that backed up. We take the position that that is absolutely ludicrous product design, given the knowledge that we have, which is that more than 60% of recoveries are for accidental deletion. If 60% or more of recoveries are for accidental deletion, then removing data from the cloud if it's deleted from the client PC is insanity. So the SOS product has built-in archiving, which means that we will store data in the cloud for as long as you need that data. So a lot of customers use the product as an archiving solution, and a lot of our partners sell it as an archiving solution to their customer base. And that's unique to SOS. All right, moving on. So let's turn now and look at the SOS partnership model and the tools and resources available to partners, including the management tools that Chris Wilson was just asking about. So this is this slide again, but just reminding you that to the question from Fred Happerly a few questions ago, you can sell this as SOS, but you can also completely white label the solution, come up with your own product and service offerings and prices for your customers. We don't dictate price to you, but we consult with you on the best price points to build a business within your business that's based on providing backup as a managed service and helping you drive incremental, high-margin, recurring revenue. So the SOS partnership model is based on these 7 things that you can see on the right-hand side. Infrastructure, our data centers around the world, products and software, every part of the technology I was just talking about can be reskinned and white labeled for you. Billing solutions, we've got 3 different billing solutions for you to bill your customers. Marketing support, we've got a tremendous array of resources for you to market to your customer base, drive the interest, convert leads to opportunities, close opportunities, and then upsell customers. Sales support, our sales consultants actually work with you to help you close your larger opportunities, can do webinars for you so that you can get your customers to attend a webinar that's hosted in your name but delivered by SOS partner consultants. Training, we have trainings that go on every single day, both one-on-one and one-to-many classroom style webinar trainings that we provide. We provide technical training, sales training, and marketing training, and then technical support. We've got an incredible support infrastructure where no fewer than 4 different people are assigned to you as an SOS partner. Your account manager who looks after the health of your partnership with us, your partner delivery consultant who works with you to skew up the product that you want to launch with the price points and product messaging that you want, your technical support consultant who is your key support point of contact throughout your life as your partner, and your partner specialist who is your sales support as you sell online backup through to your customers. So as you can see, when we say that we deliver online backup as a platform, it's a very comprehensive platform. We're not just giving you the technology and then sending you out into the world on your own. We've got a very deep array of services that we provide to you to make certain that you are successful when you're selling online backup. We've got more than 300 fully white-labeled partners and more than 1,000 partners around the world built on this SOS platform. So let's segue to actually seeing some of the things I'm talking about. And I want to draw attention to, firstly, to the Partner Resource Center. Now, you can find a lot more information about the Partner Resource Center on our website by going to the Resellers tab and clicking on Partner Resource Center. The Partner Resource Center is part of the subscription that you have as a partner with SOS and is filled with the tools you need to be successful in marketing, selling, and supporting online backup. Everything from email templates to send to your base to help drive interest, to pricing guidelines on the best way to position and segment your product, through to sales presentation templates, similar to, for example, the PowerPoint that I'm using for today's webinar, a full disaster recovery plan template. This is worth talking a bit about. This is a 40-page document that was developed by our infrastructure team to provide an ITIL consistent disaster recovery framework so that you can sell to your customers a high-value, well-thought-through disaster recovery plan. And the price tag associated with that sort of work can often run into the thousands of dollars, $2,000, $3,000 for the work associated with putting together a comprehensive disaster recovery plan. Now, there are all sorts of businesses who are required by law and regulation to have formal DR plans in place. Every medical business and anybody subject to the HIPAA regulations is required to. Many businesses that fall under the Sarbanes-Oxley regulations, so CPAs and law firms, will pay good money to have a formal DR plan put in place, and we've done all the work for you, and we provide that as part of your partnership with SOS in the Partner Resource Center. There's an online backup sales guide, which is a 14-page ebook we've put together that is based on our best practices in sales and marketing over the last 10 years and over the best practices we've seen from among our partners, that really distills down for you into a 10-step program what you need to do to drive leads, convert leads to opportunities, close those opportunities, and then upsell those customers to your branded online backup offering. It's an extremely powerful resource that we make available to you. The training I talked about earlier, we've got canned trainings on different topics that you can access at your leisure. We've also got one-on-one interactive trainings that you will be able to sign up for, and then there's also classroom-style trainings on various topics that happen every day on 3 different topics: marketing, sales, and the technology. All sorts of marketing collateral and product data sheets that we provide to you, and then support, partner knowledge base, FAQs, and of course your dedicated support consultant who is assigned to your account. So an incredibly rich array of support services, and not just traditional technical support, but sales and marketing support as well, all get brought to bear for you when you partner with SOS. And I'm quite happy to say that there's nothing in the industry that can compete with the richness of the SOS partnership program. So compare us to any other partnership program out there, and you ask them about their training, or you ask them how many people are assigned to your account, and you ask them what's in their Partner Resource Center, and you'll find that there's no other solution out there as comprehensive as SOS's. We've got some more questions here. Let me turn to those. So Chris Wilson asks about the management tools, and we're going to see that in a second when I turn to the reseller portal. Mike Olson asks, do you have a direct sales force, or do you only refer on partners? Mike, we've got a small direct sales business. It's less than 20% of our business, and it's mainly website driven. Roger Gale says, can you explain more about billing support? Certainly, Roger. There's 3 ways that you can bill your customers, either through your existing billing mechanisms, and then you have a completely separate billing relationship with SOS. So you can bill your customers with an invoice or whatever your existing billing mechanism is, and SOS just slots in behind that. Alternatively, we can provide you with a shopping cart. So if you're not enabled to do e-commerce, we can give you a shopping cart so you can do e-commerce yourself. Thirdly, we can provide you with a billing API. So if you've already got a system that handles your customer relationship management, if you want to integrate your system with our system, you can access our API to do that.